If you feel that the whole world is going from bad to worse if everything is wrong, probably you're on the wrong track. It's a good thing, it's a gift to be hyper extra sensitive, but if you are hyper extra sensitive with a wrong focus, it can be a big problem. Hey, my name is Dr. Maruti Sharma and I've spent last 25 years of my life exploring the art and science of happiness so that I can help you master and feel more happiness, feel more freedom, feel more freshness, and feel more love in this lifetime. There are a lot of people in this world who just get upset at the drop of a hat. They feel more pain, they feel more hurt, they stay hurt longer. And they believe it is because they're hyper extra sensitive. And they also tend to have a belief that people around them, because they're insensitive, they don't feel the pain the way they feel pain. Because of their belief, a natural question arises in their mind, and I get asked this question all the time. Is it my fault that I'm hyper extra sensitive? Is it a problem being hypersensitive? Is it because I'm too good, I get taken advantage of all the time? If you feel extra pain, if you remain extra disturbed because of what's happening in the world outside, and you believe that people around you are insensitive, please understand it's not because you are extra sensitive and people around you are not sensitive. It's because there is a hurt, there's a wound that you've been carrying around for a long time, and this wound is below your conscious threshold. That means you're not consciously aware of this hurt that you faced and that your nervous system is carrying for a long time. And whenever there is some event, something that happens in the world, you project this hurt onto that event and it gets magnified and you feel much more pain. So if someone has spent a lot of their life in pain, in an environment where they felt threatened all the time, where they were challenged all the time, where they had to prove themselves, there was a lot of emotional distress, their body, their biology changes. Their biology enters what we call chronic distress. They tend to remain in a state of arousal where their body is always in a state of readiness. Hey, I have to fight someone or I have to run away from some situation in order to remain safe. It means your body starts producing a set of hormones which, if they stay in your blood for a longer period of time, they're not really nice. And these hormones, what they do, they give you a tunnel vision. Basically, they make you mentally crippled. They steal your ability to think, reason, and look at the same situation from a different point of view. And what makes things really bad is that your own body, if it has stayed in distress for a long time, it gets addicted to its own physiology. That means your own body gets addicted to these stress hormones that are floating in your body. This also means you get addicted to arousal. If someone who is always in an arousal, an aggressive mindset of fighting or fixing things, or who's watching the world go wrong and who wants to act as a superhero, if you take such a person to a peaceful environment, this person really feels lost. The person grows really restless and has two choices. Either the person will leave the peaceful, positive environment, or the person will start hallucinating and will start finding or creating some imaginary threats in that environment, and will start telling everyone else about those threats. It's really sad that because some really good people, because they've spent a lot of their lives in distress, they unconsciously, inadvertently, they reduce this cosmic canvas to a single agenda that keeps them in the aggressive mode, and they remain stuck. And they miss on the beauty and the wonder and the joy of being alive. If you want to avoid medication and if you want to get out of this prison of unhappiness and hurt, you need to practice deep relaxation. And you also need to practice every day using your mind. You need to cultivate mental flexibility. This means you look at a situation and you look at the same situation from different angles. And finally, you also need to cultivate deep cosmic wisdom in your system. This simply means finding an answer to the question, who am I? beyond my body, mind, and soul. What is my identity when I'm not my name, when I'm not this body, when I don't have a position, and when I lose all my memories, everything that I've been taught? It's when you feel relaxed, you have mental flexibility, the ability to see the same situation with different point of views and from different viewing points. When you have cosmic wisdom functional, when you know your true self, you can attend to the problems of life not with hurt and wounds, but with compassion and competence, just like a competent doctor. And when that happens, you look at this life and you feel way more magic than madness.